Hello, my name is Nicole Wooler, and for my final project of EDUC 522 at Azusa Pacific University, I created a unit on the human body system for 5th graders. This unit covers the digestive system, respiratory system, and circulatory system. The unit was developed using the Common Core state standards and addresses both science and language arts standards for 5th grade students. I've also included the EDUC standards for technology, as we will use different tools throughout the unit. While planning the unit, I used Webb's depth of knowledge to challenge my students from simply recalling information to using it during extended thinking. Howard Gardner believes that we all have different levels of multiple intelligences, so while preparing the unit, I made sure to address all types of learners with different types of activities. Bloom's taxonomy was also used to create challenging lessons. My visual spatial learners like to think in images, so while taking notes from the PowerPoint about the circulatory system, students will use a graphic organizer to write down any words or images to help them remember the concepts. The interpersonal learners like to work in groups. These students will thrive during the blood model lab while working with their teammates. They will work to record their observations using pictures and also the group lab write-up. Verbal linguistic learners enjoy talking, presenting, and researching. Working in a group, these students will create a 1-minute video about their assigned organs, then will create a QR code that will be printed and added to the respiratory anchor chart in the room. Logical mathematical learners do well with measuring in numbers. Students will enjoy finding out their resting heart rate and comparing it after completing a few activities. They will use this data to graph their results and make the comparisons. Naturalistic learners enjoy organizing and classifying. To engage this type of learner, they create a model of digestion and use a Google slide presentation to share their observations and reflections. For my interpersonal learners who like to work independently and reflect on their learning, I've asked them to create a comic strip using any concept of their choosing from the circulatory system. Students can choose to hand draw the comic or use a comic creator online. The bodily kinesthetic learner likes hands-on experiments and activities that involve the body. Students will create a model of a lung using a pop bottle and a plastic bag that will show how the diaphragm and lungs move when breaths are taken. A musical learner can see rhythms and patterns. These learners will be engaged throughout the unit with different body system songs that are incorporated. They'll also be engaged during the heartbeat lesson, where they will watch a marshmallow tap out the rhythm of their heartbeat. From this class, I have gained a new outlook on preparing lesson plans for my students. I am more aware of the types of learners as proposed by Howard Gardner, and will be sure to include lessons and activities that will engage all of my students. During my master's here at APU, I've been amazed by the amount of technology that has been presented and how to incorporate it into my daily classrooms. Technology can be used as a way to present information, but now as a way for students to return that information and show that they are learning. There are many tools that can be used, from computers, Chromebooks, iPads. There are so many apps available, and I am excited to get into my classroom and use this information to help my students become the best learners possible.